behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Hi everyone, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Flagg is out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then there's Washington. Then there's Daniel Gafford. And it's Marshall in at power forward. And for Washington, McCollum is out there with Johnson. Then it's Alexander Sarr. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Champagnie in at the four-man position. Oh, there's hope in the smell of hardwood in the air, Tim, which means it's time to tip off a new NBA season.
Yeah, Kevin, the excitement is in the air because it counts starting tonight. We heard all the previews, new faces, new places. We're through the preseason. Now we finally get to see how it's going to play out.
So glad you joined us. This could be a lot of fun.
It is great to be here, Kevin. Can't wait.
Middleton can't get it to go. Pass to Flagg. Now here's Marshall. Russell sets a screen for Marshall. And the call is going to bring, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And he quickly picks up his first foul. That's something to be aware of.
Here's Washington. Last time they met was in Dallas where they beat the Mavericks.
And the last time they were able to come away with that win because of their depth. Great production from the reserves.
And a credit to their front office. They wanted a more complete team, and that's exactly what we saw in that one.
Now, here's Marshall. His last outing, 16 points for him. Russell against McCollum. Pass to Marshall. Shot clock at 5. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Flagg. Count it.
Just a problem inside. Flagg just burst through the contact.
And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. Sarr with the screen on Russell. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Here's Flagg. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Memphis.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
A three-pointer is right on target.
Cognizant of the entire court. Russell aware of where the defenders are and really does a great job creating opportunities.
Now here's Johnson. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Cleveland. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. You know, GA, you just can't say enough about the skill set of young Trey Johnson.
I mean, this guy came into the league ready. I really like how he gets to his shot, regardless of what the defense throws at him. And he can be dangerous if his defense gets to the same level as his own.
And that one falls for Johnson. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, I'm told the Mavericks will be without the services of All-Star Kyrie Irving to begin this season, but many felt they did very well to secure D'Angelo Russell on a team-friendly deal as a stopgap at the point guard position. His shot creation is a very, very good fit for this roster.
Yep, more than capable. And Shams, we appreciate the report.
And when you think of promising young scorers, Trey Johnson has to come to mind quickly. This rookie has major upside in that category.
Now here's Johnson. Sarr with the screen on Russell. Pass to Sarr. And the rejection by Gafford. Out to the right wing. Outside, Russell. Shoots from the right block, and another basket for Dallas.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
Now here's Middleton, and here's McCollum for 3. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night.
Still nothing after 4 shot attempts. They're desperate to see something fall through the net.
And Sarr gets it to go on the assist by Johnson.
Smart pass by Johnson. I think developing his playmaking will be key for his game.
Russell against McCollum. Outside Russell. Pass to Marshall. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Leaving some skin on the floor. Those are pure hustle points.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Pass to Gafford. Now Flag. Shoots over Johnson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And what you love about Cooper Flag, GA, he's committed with playing the game the right way.
Yeah, I mean, even back in middle school, he would binge watch the '86 Celtics, a team known for its high IQ.
First one falls for him. So, Greg, for Cooper Flag, both of his parents were college basketball players.
Yeah, and I love that Cooper's mom calls him String Bean, right? Though at this point, he's a powerful young man, and he also has a twin brother, Ace, who's got some talent as well.
He hits both from the stripe. Tim, this is going to hit home, and I'm sorry about it, but it's going on 5 decades since the Washington Wizards have enjoyed a 50-win season.
Kevin, you're breaking my heart. A couple generations have passed. So if this rebuild requires some patience, fans in the DMV are saying, what's a few more years?
Al Russell following the 3-point attempt by C.J. McCollum. Russell passes to Gafford. 4 on the shot clock. Over Sarr. It's deflected.
Great timing on the rejection there. This young kid, Sarr, has major defensive potential.
McCollum passes to Johnson. McCollum with the screen for Johnson. It's rebounded by Dallas. It's an 8-point differential. Washington inside. Pass to Flag. Marshall sets a screen for Flag. Down low. Another shot, and it's good on the layup. Flag's got 8.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Here's Champagny. To the middle. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And that's now 6 points for Alex Sarr. Russell inside. He's guarded by McCollum. Drains the 3-pointer.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Wizards trail by 11. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
The Wizards working the ball around now. Pass to Johnson. Sarr sets the screen for Johnson. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. He's got 8.
And the defense just has no answers for him right now. With each made basket, the more his confidence continues to grow.
Back to Russell. Here's Flag. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 3 assists tonight.
Ready for the feed. Cooper Flag is a player. You have to run off that shot.
Russell against McCollum. And the rejection by Gafford. Here's Flag. Plays it up and banks it in.
His efficiency throughout this game has really been something, and his team has been able to succeed in large part because of it.
Now, here's Johnson.
Looking now at the numbers for Middleton, last season's performance for him, he was around 12 points per game last year, 4 assists and 3 rebounds. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, with some guys, we always talk about potential. What I like about him, he comes to work every night and actually produces.
Pass to Flag. Crosses over. That one a little long. Wizards trail by 14. McCollum looking it over. And here is Johnson. Sarr with a screen on Washington. Johnson the pass to Sarr. And no good that time. Some solid defense from Gafford. Marshall dishes to Russell. Pass to Flag. They get the rebound. Back to Russell. And here's Marshall from the arc. The shot, no good.
Chalk one up for the defense. They forced a difficult shot.
Here's Sarr. And the rejection by Gafford.
And the length of Sarr is a lot to deal with. Sometimes the defense has to foul.
First trip to the line for him here.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season. Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And Tim, watching Alex Sarr, it's clear he can be a defensive game changer.
Well, his versatility is what jumps out at you, Kevin. Able to guard the three-point line and protect the rim. He's everything you want in a shot blocker. Timing, length, and verticality.
Kispert's checked in for the Wizards. Carlton Carrington comes in for Johnson. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
A big man with a nice shooting stroke. You love to see it.
Outside, Martin. Gafford sets the pick for Russell, and they call an illegal screen here.
Well, this is a tough choice here. You want to trust him as a coach, but that's his second early foul.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Lively's checked in. Middleton finds Kispert. Sarr sets the screen for Kispert. Sarr, the pass to Middleton. Pass to Sarr. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Derek Lively.
Aggressive move by Sarr. Love seeing that.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Mavericks?
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And how about the work they've done inside, just owning the paint so far?
And he knocks down the first one. You know, you got to be impressed with the size and athleticism of this Mavericks front court, Tim.
And now the addition of Cooper Flag at small forward. So in addition to all the length and mobility they already had, this now makes them the match of any team in the league in that regard.
Both free throws good from Sarr.
One big thing you love about Alex Sarr, he's got that 7'4" wingspan, and as he gets older, he'll fill out that frame plus add to his game.
Now, here is Russell. And finished off by Lively.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Well, the score reflects it. They've just been the better team all the way around.
Middleton outside. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And if you're trying to get the most out of Middleton offensively, put him in catch-and-shoot situations.
Russell, count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Russell's got 5 now.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling that.
And Middleton kicks to McCollum. Pass to Carrington. A 3. And Lively pulls it down.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Russell passes to Lively. Now Martin from downtown. And they'll get another chance. Back to Lively. Just 5 to shoot. There's Russell with the 3. The rebound by Carrington. Wizards trail by 12. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. The Dallas Mavericks are all in on defense. Coach Jason Kidd said, quote, "That's something you can hang your hat on, especially when your offense isn't going. Defense will give you a chance to win those ugly games. That gives you the opportunity to play for that bigger trophy." Kevin?
Yeah, gotta have it. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Marvin Bagley's checked in for Alexander Sarr. Hill comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Whitmore in for C.J. McCollum. Now here is Martin. The 3. And there's Williams. That's good on the assist by Lively.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
Kispert with it. Defended by Christie. Pass to Whitmore. There's the drive. And Whitmore throws it down.
And when he gets downhill, Whitmore is a force.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Dallas leading by 13. Now Martin, still without a basket. Lively a screen on Gill. Martin from outside, good on the triple. And the Mavericks lead by 16. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we'll be right back after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a comfortable margin for the Mavericks here, guys.
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
It's reflected in their assist totals. This is a great start offensively.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Derek Lively is out there with Caleb Martin. Then it's Williams. Then there's Hardy, and it's Christie in at the small forward spot. And there's the whistle, illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Williams with the ball. 11 points for him in that last game against Memphis. Lively high post. Pass to Christie. Lock at 6. Here's Hardy. No good on the 3. Wizards trail by 16. Watkins passes to Bagley. On the wing, Whitmore. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Mavericks. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Lively with the screen. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Lively's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Mavs. Pass to Kispert. Now Whitmore. Kispert setting the pick for Whitmore. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Whitmore's got 5.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Here's Carrington. His three-pointers off the mark. Dallas leading by 15. Right side, Williams. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Now here's Hardy. Still yet to score. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. And it's Bagley at the elbow. Pass to Kispert. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Washington making some changes. Champagne's checked in, and it's Johnson in for Whitmore. Then for the Mavericks, Washington's checked in for Martin. Marshall comes in for Hardy. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Williams. Mavericks leading by 15. Pass to Christie. Trying to find Washington. Gets it to him. To the left wing. Here's Marshall. The rebound by Champagnie. For Washington, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second trip. And finished off by Bagley.
And how about the leaping ability of Bagley? He gets off the ground with ease to throw that one down.
Russell sets a screen for Christie. Back to Russell. No good on that one. Good D by McCollum. Washington's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Kispert kicks to Johnson. Tim, at one point, your dream was to play professional baseball. Why did you switch?
Kevin, it really came down to this. Hit a growth spurt when I was 14 years old, and I decided to go try this basketball thing that first year in high school. As it turns out, what I fell in love with, I didn't need anybody else to get better. I had an insatiable work ethic. It lent itself to hours and hours on the basketball court by myself.
That is such an interesting perspective. So, Tim, the District of Columbia and the Wizards reaching a deal to keep them in D.C. through 2050.
Along with a project to expand the arena complex, create an entertainment district, and implement safety and transportation upgrades. Really exciting stuff.
And he makes both free throws. And G.A., just when you think you've seen it all, last season a father and son playing as teammates, NBA history continues to be made with the Jameses.
Yeah, LeBron and Bronny James taking the court together. And if other players can emulate the longevity of LeBron, perhaps it won't be the last time we see it happen.
And here's McCollum after D'Angelo Russell hitting the 3.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Back to Marshall. Over in the corner, Washington. Lets it go. Washington with the rebound. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit, and that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Over to the wing. Here's Russell. Bagley with the rebound. Stolen by Lively. And they pick up 2.
Excellent play. Just adding fuel to the fire and really trying to put this one out of reach.
Well, with the pace of this game, you don't want to leave anything to chance.
Now, here's Johnson. Bagley with a screen on Christie. Johnson with it. He's picked up by Russell. Goes up on the wing. A rebound by Washington. Mavericks leading by 16. To the inside. He can't get that one to fall.
Really tough quarter for him shooting the basketball.
McCollum up top. He's guarded by Russell. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. You know, Jim, throughout his career, C.J. McCollum has been the model of consistency.
Well, you can count on him to get you 20 with efficient shooting, Kevin. We've seen it now for over a decade. And I love his calm, steady demeanor. It stabilizes his team.
Washington making some changes. Alexander Saw, he's checked in for Marvin Bagley. And Carlton Carrington subbed in for Corey Kispert. And then for Dallas, Daniel Gafford comes in for Derek Weifel.
Take a break.
And it's Williams in for Max Christie. That free throw missing. And good depth for this Mavs roster, Tim, at just about every position. It looks like they've got options.
Well, it's helping them weather the Kyrie injury. Anthony Davis, you know, will tend to miss some games, so it's always nice to have a reliable backup. And one of the things about C.J. McCollum, it's not just about his numbers. It's also about how good of a teammate he is. It's really a great example for younger players.
Wizards trail by 17. Pass to Champagny. Here's Johnson. The Mavericks pull it in. Here's Williams. And Marshall kicks to Washington. Russell with a wide-open look. No good from outside.
Yeah, they're winning despite his offensive performance. He just hasn't been sharp from the field.
McCollum with the ball. He's picked up by Russell. And that one's good. Champagny.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Out to the right wing. Marshall finds Williams. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Now, here's Marshall. Covered by Johnson. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Gafford. And the upcoming schedule for the Mavericks. On Monday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Wednesday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns.
And for that game against the Trailblazers, it's a good checkpoint to see how they fare. It's the 5th contest on the year for them and a chance to evaluate where they stand.
And Washington making a change here. Middleton's checked in. The Mavericks also with a sub. Flag is checked in for Williams. And that one's good. Champagny.
It really helps their team so much with Middleton's passing with effectiveness, and it helps him out as a scorer. He's that much harder to defend.
Now, here's Washington. 14 points from him the last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And his scoring is going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
For Washington, they have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good. Saw. Tim is one of the most accurate three-point shooters this league has ever seen. Give us your top shooters in the game today.
Yeah, it's funny because you always say, well, obviously Steph, so it's almost like any conversation puts him in a different category. I obviously agree with that. I look at a guy like Damian Lillard with that unlimited range and his ability to pull up from anywhere. Even a guy like Trae Young, I would put into that category because of the range, Kevin. It just extends defenses so far.
What a list. Sarr with it. Covered by Gafford. Sarr's shot is off. And Marshall kicks to Russell. Inside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Mavericks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
First team foul. At the line for the Mavericks, Nazi Marshall taking 2 shots.
That's good for Marshall. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Wizards trail by 11. Johnson outside. To the paint. Here's Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
And would you say the offense is coming around for Sarr? He is doing it all tonight.
Pass to Flag. Misses the 3.
Yeah, another miss from downtown this quarter after being hot in the first.
Here's Champagny. And the 3 ball is good. Champagny's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And after not scoring in the first, he's finally starting to get into a groove.
Outside, Russell. There's the 3. Rebound by the Wizards.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Saw the pass to McCollum over Russell. McCollum no good.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
Now here's Gafford. Pass to Flag. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And stolen by Saw. McCollum against Washington. Stolen by Washington. Here's Flag. Screen by Gafford. Back to Washington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And a wide open look for Flag. Dallas again missing. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Wizards. 6-point game. Here's Sarr. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Gafford's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Gafford is screen on Middleton. Can they get it? And Gafford throws it down.
And the precision passing of Russell, this time out of the pick and roll.
Middleton outside. Back to McCollum. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Mavericks leading by 8. Pass to Flag. Now, here's Washington. Here's Flag. He's got 16. That's his 6th miss and 12 field goal attempts. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Sarr sets the screen for Middleton, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Trying to come back, Kevin, and you can't afford too many mistakes. His 4th turnover hampering their efforts.
The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
For the screen on McCollum. To the middle. Oh, and the jam by Gafford.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
I'm here with P.J. Washington. P.J., what will be the key for you guys defensively in the second half?
Not letting them get easy routes to the basket and contesting their shots, rebounding, and not letting them get second chance points.
Comes back to the fundamentals, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We'll be right back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. We'll see you in just a moment.
Center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. They're measuring up the shot.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
When I look at the Wizards, starting the season with a little home cooking, put you in a good mood and get you ready to hit the road after that.
Those home fixins'. And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the Mavericks.
Anytime they sniff the paint, it's a bucket. And they found different ways to do it.
Yeah, that game plan gets the Shaq seal of approval. Get it inside and hit them hard.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan